What is up, guys? Fado82 coming at you with a weekly Rust update video. What's looking back at you right now is one of the new female character models that has been added into Rust. You won't see these too widespread, they're for admins only right now, but in the near future you may log in and find that you're a different gender in Rust. Like with the skin color and the bone density, it will be randomized based off of your Steam ID and mileage will vary. As it stands right now, Fado looks to be a bald, black woman with very small breasts and a shaved vagina. What you might also notice about this character model is that she's wearing bone armor, a bone chestplate, bone leggings, and also has a new blue jean clothing model on. Let's go ahead and get more into the different clothing and armor models. New armor sets have been added into the game. Right off the bat, I'm wearing the bone armor. It looks absolutely badass and can be layered over clothing. It has a bone jacket and bone leggings. If you want to go ahead and craft them, the jacket's going to run you 20 cloth and 200 bone fragments, and the pants are going to run you 20 cloth and 100 bone fragments. They are a default blueprint and they can be crafted right out of the gate. In addition, there is wood armor that can now be crafted in the game. Like the bone armor, it can be layered over existing clothing, and that is something that you want to be aware of. The wood armor rather, is going to run you 20 cloth for a chest plate and 300 wood, and for the pants it's going to be 20 cloth and 200 wood. In addition, there is a now road sign kilt which has been added into the game. It will also fit over existing clothing, and that's a complement to the previous road sign jacket that have been added into the game. So pretty cool stuff, and I think you guys will enjoy that. But there's some new skins that have been added into the game for existing clothing, like the jackets, the camo jackets that have been previously into the game. If we go ahead and take a look at that, you're actually going to notice there's quite a few different skins that have been added into the game. There are approximately 14 new clothing variations that have been added in. You can see some of them here. The green long sleeve t-shirt with the Rust symbol on it. There is a desert jacket. There are various things here that you want to take note of. This is a first iteration and just a test, so things will look different in the future. And these skins are actually not going to be default blueprints. They are things that you'll actually have to acquire in the game, and you can buy or sell them on the Steam market, which has now been integrated into the game. Of note, you can go ahead and take a look that the character model I have on right now is wearing something right out of the Legacy days, which is blue jeans and a black shirt, which reminds us all of the Kevlar from Legacy. It's not going to give you any added protection like the Kevlar did, but it's pretty nice to see that, and it's reminiscent of the Legacy days. What the Steam inventory looks like when it's integrated into Rust. If you go ahead and click on this green button, it will bring up your individual Steam inventory, showing you what items you have available to sell or trade. You'll notice we have an orange long sleeve t-shirt in here that's currently valued at $4.04. 5 have been sold in the past 24 hours. Certain skins will be more rare than others and more sought after, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this economy develops, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes. These are just default skins at this point, but as the game progresses, it will be very interesting to see exactly where the community takes it. There's been some changes to item pickup in this week's iteration of Rust. It's greatly improved. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate it by dropping an item, so go ahead and pick up the machete that we're holding. We'll go ahead and drop it. You'll note that in previous iterations of Rust, if you picked up an item that you dropped, it would go back to your general inventory. Now when we pick it up, it remembers where we had it equipped, and it's now back in that spot on our hotbar. This is definitely a step in the right direction, and it's a great improvement to the mechanics of the game. There's been some changes to movement in this week's iteration of Rust. The movement is much more fluid, and you guys are really going to take note of this when you're playing the game. The jumping mechanics have greatly improved, and it's much more responsive, so you guys won't be having as much of an issue when you're trying to jump on objects or move around in the landscape. It's really a good improvement, and it's something that's been much needed. You'll find that your character is able to move around the landscape in a much more natural and fluid manner. And the two-handed sword did not make it in this week, but progress is being made on that. You guys can expect to see in the coming week more development on the female character models, more clothing variations, and hopefully that two-handed sword and some other interesting features as well. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, had a lot of fun making it. Fado82, peace.